Our journey through the Pokemon world continues with the Sinnoh and Unova combination league. Now I know Sinnoh and Unova are nowhere near each other, but it is in this world. They've formed somehow. We just have to take an incredibly long trip for home and away kits. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the team. Starting with Canalab City, we play in the mine, playing a nice sort of steely blue kit with a blue away kit. We've got Byron as their manager, 44 years of age. He's fucking awful. With determination is his only good skill. Despite this, he is making an eye-watering 14,250 per week, which as a result, you can only imagine he is in fact a player, and what fuck me, he is justified in that wage. What an absolute player he is. He is one of the best defenders we have seen in the entire Pokemon world. He is 44 years of age though, so these stats in about a year's time are going to absolutely fall off a cliff. He'll definitely be retired by the time his time at Canalab City comes to an end. Let's see the other players he has though. And we're starting off with Bronzong. He can play in defense, defensive midfield or midfield, and he's training to be a right back for some very strange reason. Determination being his best stat, these stats can go up as a result. Got Heatran. Is he a legendary? I think he is, at least a pseudo legendary. Midfielder and attacking midfielder. Pretty good across the board, but again, no greens. Now I have moaned about this in previous videos. I always write a player off if there's no greens, but that's not bad stats all in all. Got Magnezone. I don't like Magnezone. It's a weird looking thing, isn't he? Midfielder, attacking midfielder, and a striker. Really good, actually. A lot of greens in that. You'd love to see it. So of all things, Magnezone could be one of the standout players of the league. We have a legendary Pokemon playing for Canalab City. We've got Dialga, midfielder and attacking midfielder. Incredibly good across the board. Only thing lacking really is his leadership, and he's quite chill, just free aggression. And we've got Bastiodon in defense. What an absolute top tier player. I think it's safe to say Canalab City are going to be doing incredibly well from a defensive point of view this year. We've got Bug-based Castelia City next, playing in a nice little green and grey attire. I'm not sure what's going on with the away kit there, but if we have the Insect Hive, holy fuck! Insect Hive, it's a 200,000 capacity all-seater stadium. How's that happened? I think it's in the big city, isn't it? Let's look up the team. Starting off with Berg. I believe he's 28 years old. Again, really bad manager. I think I just gave up doing these managers, to be completely honest with you. So the less said about that, the better. Let's look at the players. We start off with Livani. Not really good. We can leave it at that, really, can't we? Just not good. We got Cressel. I thought Cressel would be a lot better, because Cressel is quite a defensive little Pokemon, isn't he? But apparently, he does not make a good defender in the slightest. No greens to be seen anywhere. We got Yanmega. We are getting a few greens in there. Pretty good passing, pretty good fast touch, reasonably good off the board. Determination is quite high, so he could actually become a little bit of a world beater if he really puts his head down. We've got Genesect, another pseudo legendary, maybe just a legendary actually, but unfortunately the stats do not indicate his legendary status whatsoever. He is a midfielder, attacking midfielder and striker. None of these are particularly good, and he's only 5'5". Goliopede, is he a phaser legendary, isn't he? He can play on the right wing and only attacking left wing for some reason. Again, not particularly good, his flare being his best attribute. And we got Volcarona. Volcarana's a ridiculous Pokemon, by the way. Why the fuck do I have to wait till level 70 to get it? Not really that good, not really that bad. Great determination, so these stats could end up being incredible. So keep an eye on Volcarona. Much like his first evolution form, he could be shit for a while and then turn out to be amazing. Off to look at some ground Pokemon now. Off to Driftfield City, to look at the Quake Arena, led by the Cowboy Clay. He's actually the best manager we have seen in a while. Great at working with youngsters, pretty good coaching attributes, great mental attributes. Looks like I've actually paid attention to Clay at the very least. And we've got Seismitoad in goal. Unfortunately, one of the worst keepers we have seen in the Pokemon world. Not really setting the world alight. In fact, he's really bad. Just bad in general. We've got Golek. Is Golek a legend? I don't think he is. Golek's just a really weird Pokemon. I don't like him. Not really good. Got good flair, that's about it. Got Crocodile. I hate Crocodile. There's something about him that really gives me bad vibes. I don't like him. He's not a bad striker. He's not a good striker. Bad determination. This is probably as best as it's going to get for him. Excadrill, I like Excadrill, I will admit. He does look like he's wearing pyjamas, which annoys me a little bit. But look at this, great determination. Pretty good stats for a striker to start with anyway. So I think needs are probably going to go up, and he is going to be a tiny little player. And then we got Landorus, a legendary Pokemon. I never liked any of the Us's sort of Pokemon. But again, a good striker he is. Good dribbling, good finishing. Really good, actually. A bright spot And an otherwise underwhelming team. Eternity is next, playing in the forest, playing in, of course, a lovely forest green. I'm quite a big fan of the away kit there as well, nice little yellow and blue number. Led by Gardenia, she's not particularly good in any aspect. 22 years old though, she might have time to turn this around. And starting so she's got a Carnivine up front, great determination, but otherwise nothing to really write home about. She's got a Shaman in goal. Now Shaman is not good either, I'm afraid. I don't like that hedgehog. I thought it was cute in the movie until it started speaking, when I started hating it. Got a Torterra in defense. Torterra is massively underwhelming. I think this is the biggest disappointment we have so far got out of the entire Pokemon. Got Tangrowth, which is surprisingly not terrible, but not great either. I think bizarrely Tangrowth has got a little bit more relevance ever since Pokepedia came out a few days ago at the time of recording. We've got a oh no, we got a Roserade, which is absolutely great. He's not terrible, he's not bad, but he's got a broken wrist, so he's going to be out for 10 weeks. That's unfortunate. And of course we've got the evolutions in. We've got Leafeon, one of the better evolutions we've seen so far. 17 determination. Everything else is pretty good for a defender. So I can see so far he's probably going to be the best evolution out of a lot of them. We've got Home of the Psychics and Heart Home City. Of course, any Psychic place it always tends to have a pinky purple kit. A little red and black number for the away kit. We play in Relic Castle, 5,000 capacity stadium. Led by Fantina, who's not really that great. Her determination is her best skill at this point. At her disposal, we've got a Spiritomb, who's an absolute faff to get in the game, by the way. Neither here nor there. Not really that good of a defender, though, unfortunately. The aura he's got is really good, but unfortunately, as a defender, he's not great. We've got a Miss Magius, who, again, she can play anywhere across the board. It's set from defense for some reason. Anywhere but central defense. Unfortunately, we've seen this so many times in the Pokemon universe at this point. Jack of all trades, master of none. A Dusknoir, I always find him really creepy, a Dusknoir. He is a ghost Pokemon, so I suppose that is the point. Can play defense, defensive midfield or midfield. He's actually not bad in some attributes, can definitely get better. We've got a Drifblim in goal. I think the team will always have a natural advantage if they have a Pokemon goalkeeper, and it looks like Drifblim is the one in this regard, so you'd love to see it. And we have, oh no, we got another goalkeeper, Giratina. Controversially, its best base stat is its HP. So Heart Home City have not one but 2 goalkeepers to pick, and one of them is a legendary Pokemon. So I think we know who is going to be in goal. We got Icarus City, of course. You have to have an icy kit there. Nice bit of a warm kit though for the away kit. We play in the Freeze Dome Arena. They are led by Bryson, 44 years old. I think he's probably a little bit older. He's actually really bad and plays a really boring brand of Park to Bus football. So you hate to see that. And he's got a Vanillux in his team who can play down the left wing. Now, bizarrely, he's being trained to be a midfielder and a right back, and I don't quite know why. He's not really good at any of these things. He's got 18 natural fitness, so that's something, I guess. We got a Bertic. He's English as well. I forgot to do his nationality. All of this will be edited in post, don't worry. He will be Pokean, as will all the Japanese players. Not really good. He's pretty decent-ish across the board in some respects. He's not the worst player we've seen. But he's not exactly... We're not turning our heads at him, are we? We got a Curium. I never liked Curium. Weird looking thing. However, he can play midfield, attacking midfield, and striker, and he's not really that bad in any of these fields. Once again, good determination could turn him into a powerhouse down the line. And of course, we got a Cryogono, defensive midfielder. Not bad across the line either. Determination, 50-50 if he will turn up good, if anything. From Stroughton City, home of the bird Pokemon. They're playing the Jet Runway with Scarlet, 20 years of age, one of the younger managers we have seen. Not bad, not good either. She is literally 50-50 across the board. She plays a fluid counter-attack brand of football. At her disposal in goal, she has got a Mandibuzz. I fucking hate Mandibuzz. Ugly Pokemon. Not really a good goalkeeper either. We've got Swanna, a little bit fancier than Mandibuzz. Not really a good player down that wing either. Currently out of action for 9 days with sprained knee ligament. We got Unpheasant as well up front, training to be a left midfielder for whatever reason. Not really good at any of these things, so interested to see her approach there. We got one of the pseudo legendary Pokemon. We got Tornadus, midfielder and attacking midfielder. Not really that good, to be honest with you. It's surprising to see because Landorus was actually quite good. But Tornadus, no, he's not fitting the bill. Oh, we've got a fantastic striker here. We've got Bravari, really good striker. Absolutely, he's tiny, 5'5" and 8 stone. Jesus Christ, he'll be wrestled off the board easily. Well, again, tricky little striker. Can probably go under the striker to defend his legs, I suspect. And then, oh my god, another great striker, Archeops, 5'9", a little bit more respectable. Really good. So she's got she's a bit of a glass cannon. She's got shit defenders but fantastic strikers. We got Nat Green City, home of the basic beaches. You know what I did for that name. I always find normal Pokemon just so boring, but it's neither here nor there. Nat Green City, let's see who we've got. First player we've got is a Watchog, weird little hog sort of thing, isn't it? Little meerkat looking thing. Not a very good striker, all in all. 5'6", feel it should be a little bit longer. I mean, it might get a few tap-ins here and there. Looking how he's been in non-competitive fixtures, it's not gone particularly well. 4 appearances, no goals or no assists. Got a Stoutland up front as well. Now, I don't know what the hell's going on here, because his stats aren't a lot to write home about. But he scored 7 goals in 4 appearances in friendlies, so that's something. We got Ordino, probably the worst goalkeeper we've seen for Pokemon so far, making $3 a week though, so that's something. We got Bouffalon. Bouffalon is one of my favourite Pokemon. I just like, it's a buffalo with an afro. What could you go wrong in life? He's actually a really good player as well, actually. 16 acceleration, 16 dribbling, 16 first touch, 15 heading and 16 technique. Big fan of him. Big fan of it. And we got Chinchino down the wings, who's actually not that bad of a player, but that determination is fucking awful. So I don't think it's going to get any better than this. We've got Nimbasa City. We've got a bit of a pop-punk vibe going on here with home kit. A nice little checkered pink and black number. Just a plain blue shirt for the away kit. We play at the Bolt Theatre. Led by Elisa. Again, not the best manager we've seen so far. Probably one of the worst ones of anything. So probably one of Unova's more flagship Pokemons. It's the Unova Pikachu, basically. We got Emolga. Again, not a great player. Good flair though. Really good flair. It's probably the only good thing about him. We've got Electros. Probably the only Pokemon without a natural weakness because it can float. Not a bad striker. Not a good striker either, I dare say. We got Galvantula. Little spider Pokemon. Not great down the wings. Not much to write home about. Sebstrika. I feel everybody had a Sebstrika in their Unova team. Again, not really that good. Even its speed lets it down. Big disappointment. We've got Thunderous, midfielder. He's again not good, not bad. He's currently out for 9 weeks because he somehow broke his fucking rib. What have you been doing, Thunderous? And we have a legendary. We've got the cover Pokemon of Pokemon Black. Sekrom, really good striker. You'd hate to see him as a bad striker, really, wouldn't you? Absolutely great dribbling, great finishing. Going to be one of the top scorers in the league. We got Opelucid City. Now, without looking at the team, I think this might win the league. But we are predicted to finish 19th. But it's a Pokemon of dragons, isn't it? It's a team of dragon Pokemon. So surely they'll be good. We're led by Iris. Now, of course, she's like 14 or so, isn't she? She's fucking shit. Holy hell. There's no point. I was going to say, she's going to be 28 for about 18 years. But what's the point? She's not going to get any better. She's an awful manager. However, at her disposal, she has got a Hydreigon, nightmare Pokemon to level up in her team. Great technique, just a great midfielder, all in all. Great determination. These stats are probably going to go up. I think Hydreigon might be one of the few Pokemon to get a big money move once all this is said and done. We got a Druddigon as well. No, Druddigon's the nightmare Pokemon, isn't he? No, I don't remember. No, Druddigon's just the normal one. He doesn't have an evolution line, from what I'm thinking. Not a bad striker, but again, great determination. He is going to fly up with good coaching, which unfortunately he does not have with Iris. So we'll see how that goes. We've got Haxorus. Holy moly. One of the best strikers we've seen in the entire Pokemon League so far. He is going to set the world alight. And if that wasn't good enough already, we've got Reshiram, the cover star of Pokemon White itself. Great Pokemon. Great player, great midfielder. Look at this determination, 18, and his stats are already that good. He's going to be fantastic, although he is 5'5". Next up, we've got Aubra City, predicted to finish 4th. We got a nice earthy and rocky home kit there. Away kit, orange for some reason. We're playing the Coal Tunnel. Of course, it's going to be rock Pokemon, so hopefully defensively it will be incredible. Led by Rook, who is once again, we've got a theme going here. Awful manager, just awful. Plays a Route 1 brand of football. Nothing really good to write home about other than his motivational skills. He has a Bonsly, which isn't great. His determination is good, but nothing else to really write home about. Just bad. We got Rourke again. He is a right back for some reason, and not even a good one at that. It's getting a little bit better. We got Rhyperior. Pretty good striker, but look at this. Awful determination. Freak. Can't be bothered. He's a bit of a Mario Balotelli. Got a Probopass here in midfield and defensive midfield. Pretty good across the board, but only has a green stat of determination. But again, these could turn into green stats as a result of that. And up front, making it all better, we got a Rampardos. Absolutely top tier striker. Holy moly. Look at these stats, but unfortunately, again, bad determination. You hate to see it. Move on to Pastoria City now. You gotta love some water Pokemon, of course. Gotta have a blue kit for any water-based team, really, haven't you? We play at Fen Lake, led by the legendary Crasher Wake. He's actually not a bad manager, which I would be massively disappointed to see if he was a bad manager. Great man management skills, pretty good motivating. Coaching leaves a little bit to be desired. Pokemon at his disposal, he's got a Gastrodon in go. Gastrodon is one of my favourite Pokemon, and I shit you not, I wish I knew why. I think it's his little sprite noise he makes. I'm not going to repeat it, just Google it yourself. Got a Luminion, very rare that you see a left back or right back in this game, but he's actually got one here. Great determination, everything else is awful though. He's got a legendary, he's got a Manaphy, he's out for 3 weeks though with a lower back stress fracture. Never seen that in the game before. Not really good skills though. I don't think they're going to miss him. We've got Empoleon, one of the starters, midfielder. Not really good across the board, unfortunately. Floatzel, never liked Floatzel. Weird Pokemon. Great flair, everything else is shit. And of course, we've got a legendary in our wake. We have got Palkia in midfield and attacking midfield. Pretty good across the board. We've got a lot of greens in the physicals. An absolute physical being. Mentals, pretty good. Technicals, not great either, but again, better than most. We got Snowpoint City, of course. The team the kit has to be an all-white kit. Well, nice little sort of icy blue away kit there as well. We play on Icicle Road. They are led by Candice, one of the younger managers we've seen so far. 19 years of age, great man management skills. Coaching leaves a lot to be decided, but again, she's relatively young, so she can be in the game for a long time and really perfect her craft. In her team, she's got an Abermastone, good little upper spine player, midfielder, attacking midfielder, and striker. Great flair, everything else is a little bit bad. Got a Frostlass down that wing, both wings there. Again, nothing really to write home about, not great. Mamoswine, big fan of Mamoswine. Great flair, everything else is sort of okay. I think he might get a few goals. He's been doing quite well in friendly so far. 3 appearances with 4 goals and 3 assists. We've got a Weavile, pretty good down the wing, but again, the stats leave a little bit to be decided. He's got 4 assists. And of course, we've got one of the evolutions. We've got Glaceon here. Absolute creative midfielder. 4 assists in the 3 appearances we've seen in friendlies. Again, no greens, but they could go up with the 11 determination we have. We got Striation City? I don't know how to pronounce it. Striation City. Striation City is a little bit of a difficult one because it's that place where you've got fucking the waiters. One, I don't like them. Anyway, I've got all of our colour palettes in both kits there. So we've got blue, it looks like a Barcelona kit basically, doesn't it? With a little bit of green. So, half on this one is a little bit more complicated. We have got Sillon as the first manager. Really bad manager. Absolutely awful. Plays a pretty boring brand of football as well. He's also... Oops, ignore that. He's also a player, and he's not even a good player. He's a left back who's 5'6" and has COVID. So his stock isn't particularly high. Now, for whatever reason, he decides not to become the manager of Striation City. Then he will go to his brother, Chili, who is equally as bad. He's not good either. He is a little bit better working with youngsters and has more determination. As a player, also not great. A centre back. He's got good determination, so his stats might go up, but I'm not really expecting anything from him. And again, if he becomes manager and then decides to no longer become manager, then the road will go to Crest. He's not good either. He's fucking a bit more of a disciplinarian than his brothers for whatever reason. Plays a Route 1 brand of football, and as a player, he plays right back. And again, not particularly good. Got good determination as well. He's 5'4" though. Absolutely tiny of these gym leaders. We do have their main Pokemon, so of course we got a Simipour there who isn't really that good either. Got a Simisage who again, not particularly good. And of course we got a Simisear who is equally as bad as all the other Pokemon we've seen so far. We got Sunyshore City, lovely little yellow and blue kit there. Why do we not see more yellow and blue kits, I wonder, in real life? I know we got Sweden, but I mean more sort of like a pastel blue. I'm a big fan of it. We play at Beacon's Point. I'm starting off with Papchiritsu, sort of like another Unova Pokemon really, isn't it? Or Sinnoh Pikachu, was it? I don't remember. Either way, not very good. We've wasted more time trying to figure out if it's from Sinnoh or Unova than actually going through its stats, and for good reason. Its stats are shit. We've got Rotom, one of the more famous Pokemon now, bizarrely, because I think it's the Pokedex now? I don't know. It's got a good flair though. We've got Luxray. Everybody loves the Luxray. I'm pretty sure Luxray might be like one of the most used Pokemon in the Elite form for Sinnoh, I dare say. Pretty good as well. Great determination. So I'm hoping these attacking stats will go up and make him a really ferocious striker. We got the gym leader himself, Volk. Now, for whatever reason, he is not a gym leader. Probably for the best, given how all the other gym leaders have been so far. But he's a good little attacking midfielder. Pretty good across the board. Not great across the board, though. Of course, up front, we've got an Electivire. Electivire has been a little bit of a disappointment. Great flair, but everything else is a little bit to the wayside. And of course, we've got Veilstone City ending us off hanging like Cobble Park Replay. A pretty murky grey kit, you've got to admit. We've got Maylene. She should be a little bit better. She's the person that basically brought in the concept of Mega Evolutions, if I'm right in thinking. Plays a defensive brand of football, not great at coaching, and pretty bad mentally as well. At her disposal, she only has 3 Pokemon to go for. Up front is a pretty underwhelming Toxicroak. We've got one of the most overrated Pokemon in my opinion. We've got Lucario, who's a midfielder and attacking right midfielder for whatever reason. Again, not really good at any given point. And then up front we've got a Gallade, again quite disappointing. I think Veilstone City might struggle this season. That is the Sinnoh and Unova combination league. We won't have to wait long to see them in action. They kick off on the 10th of March, so in about 9 days time. We'll be starting off quite far down the line. Driftfield City will be starting off with, because Canalab City and Castelia City will be playing away. Once again, we have sneaky teams that we can't get rid of, like Cerrito under 23s and Gamba under 23s and FC Tokyo under 23s. No matter what I did, I could not get rid of them. So I guess we're just going to have to stay here. But again, thank you for watching. We only have one more Pokemon League to check out before the season can really kick off. We know who it's going to be. It's going to be Kalos. We'll see you there.